The dust is settling, I think. It's starting to sink in. But yeah, it's been a very emotional few days. I've had 2 times my discipline's been dropped. Kind of, normally in sailing takes 2 cycles to be good enough, basically, in a particular class. And 2 times I did 1 cycle in a class and then it was dropped. So but there've been a lot of years and a lot of investment personally in getting here. So it was, a very emotional time for me when it finally all came together.
Right. Okay. And you sold a house along the way for your preparation.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. I just moved down to Southampton at the time.
Right.
Yeah, unbelievably worthwhile. Better than I could imagine. And, with it being such a long journey, I've had a hell of a lot of help from a lot of people. And the National Lottery's always funded us, and it's just been so nice to feel we've, come good on what we'd kind of set out to do.
Really happy, but it's really not sunk in. I don't think it's all very surreal. And today's our first day, coming outside of the kind of sailing, the sailing bubble. So it's feeling a little bit more Olympic today, I guess. And It's still very surreal. We waited until the 470 men and women had finished because they were the last of the sailing classes. And then, once those guys had finished, and obviously Hannah and Ailey won a gold medal, so we all kind of celebrated together a couple of nights ago. We were quite tired yesterday to pack up.
The 49er guys were on their medal race, and Giles was just before our race. So we were watching the 49er guys on TV, which was really inspiring, but it was also quite stressful because we were kind of knowing exactly how they were feeling and living their race with them. But just as you're about to go and do it for yourself, you kind of need to be getting into the zone, or I do. So it was hard, but really, knowing they could do it definitely helped with us thinking we could do it.
Yeah, tactically, we had a really hard race because the Italians who won the gold, going into that medal race, they had a 12-point lead over us, but they couldn't lose silver. So for them, all they had to do was make sure they didn't let us get away in the race. So we were always quite, concerned that they were gonna just come out for us and make our lives really hard. But for us, if we let the Germans get away, the Germans were in bronze position, and then they could overtake us and we'd lose the silver. So trying to work out if you just go for it, gamble everything and go for the gold, and hope that you don't get caught up with Italians, or play it a bit safer and consolidate the silver. We kind of had to make those decisions, and I think we did the best we could with that race, and we're really happy to have the silver medal.
I think, as I said before, one of the biggest things is the National Lottery funding. I know none of the athletes here could do it without that, and it's just made, for us, it's made a huge difference. It's meant we can actually do it, and I think also the experience in the team. There's been so many generations now before us of medalists, and it's amazing. Ian Percy was a gold medalist in Sydney and in China, and then got a silver in London, and I was his training partner for that, and then he's come back this time to coach us. So a lot of the experience from the team in the past was actually here today, helping the athletes in the future. Yeah, no, we're really good friends off the water, and obviously we've been through a lot together. Unfortunately, we lost Ian's teammate Bart in a America's Cup disaster in San Francisco. So we're very strongly linked, and definitely we know exactly what to expect from each other. So it works really well.